Hey everyone, and welcome back for part 2 of our Overcoming Fear series. Now in this episode, you're going to find out how Marines and other Special Forces military end up developing a mindset that is impervious to fear. Okay, how do we do it? You're going to find out right now on Mindset Performance Institute. Okay, welcome everyone. I am your host, Ronnie Douglas, and this is Mindset Performance Institute. All right, so how do you truly beat fear? Right? How do you do it? Belief in oneself and one's abilities is the ultimate killer of fear. Okay. Now that's what this whole part 2 encompasses. Developing a belief in yourself that is so strong that it cripples fear and not the other way around. That is key. Okay. So how do we do that? Now people have a hard time believing in themselves simply because life gives them constant negative affirmations. Okay. So a person constantly hears, how they can't do something, they shouldn't do something, they'll fail, they'll lose, they're too weak, or something is dangerous, right? Okay, so the problem with that is that all changes in life are uncomfortable in some way, and so it causes people to be timid in their actions towards, whatever that change may be. Change is painful, and where there is pain, there is avoidance, right? Especially when it comes to facing fears. Now, people avoid change or situations where they have to be uncomfortable, such as facing fear or doing something that they're unsure of, okay? It's a natural reaction. That avoidance comes from fear, which will keep you fearful and cause you to be stuck in whatever current situation that you're experiencing in life. So that timidity comes from doubt, which is where fear is born, okay? Either we completely eliminate self-doubt or we deal with a circumstance greater than the doubt itself. When necessity outweighs the doubt, that's when it becomes easy to act, guys, okay? So here's an example for you. If you have a fear like being afraid of water, but your kid falls into a pool and it's either you jump in and save them or you watch them drown because you're too afraid. Okay, now chances are you dive in without even thinking, right? Yeah, so what happens then? You save your kid's life and then you realize that water won't kill you. It's the not being able to swim that's gonna kill you. All right, so what's likely is this parent takes swimming lessons with their kid despite the fear. All right, so several things happened in this scenario that made overcoming the fear possible. One, there was circumstance. The parent had to face the fear because life forced them to, okay? Two, there was a cause greater than the fear, which was their kid's life. All right. 3, exposure to the fear. They jumped in and survived. They experienced it firsthand and had a positive result. A negative result enforces the fear, obviously, so the result must be positive. Now, in part 1, I said you can have symptoms of panic from fear that is actually imagined and not real. Your brain makes it real, guys, and so you feel as if it is real. With that being true, take a moment and consider how often your physical body experiences unhealthy feelings due to your mental state. It's shocking when you actually take note of that, okay? So next time you're upset, ask yourself what your body is experiencing, and I bet you calm down immediately. Those feelings can get really extreme. So if you ever seen somebody start talking about something that really pisses them off, they literally get angry just talking about it. Even though they aren't experiencing that thing right then, their brain is reliving it and making it real to the body, which is not a good thing. That is very detrimental to your health. So be aware of what your body is doing and how it's reacting. Okay, so 4, let's move on. Desensitization. The fear was less because the parent faced it and lived, right? The fear was still there, but in a manageable form because the exposure to it plus the detachment from it made the fear smaller. The parent achieved this detachment, guys, afterward, when contemplating what happened during the actual event itself, okay? So what they did was they examined the memory of the situation from a quote-unquote safe place, helping them develop a sense of calm and clarity. You have to learn to detach from emotion and fear by observing it from the outside, okay? Practice observing yourself through meditation and gain insight into the nature of your fears and develop, that sense of calm and clarity. When you understand something, guys, it never feels as overwhelming anymore, and then it becomes manageable, right? So it's rare for a Marine to allow themselves to get overwhelmed, and it's because Marines are invincible, okay? At least we believe we are, and that belief is so strong that it makes it true to our brains and bodies, all right? So from the time you step on the yellow footprints, you're instilled with a sense of pride, belonging, duty, ability, mental strength, purpose, and a desire to fill the shoes that came before you, okay? An extreme desire to be great, to be stronger than anything. You want to be better and live up to that image because you are now part of an elite group of warriors with a history of greatness, okay? So you must be great to belong, right? It's a standard to live up to, and it's a high one at that. Okay, Marines never lose battles. And it's not just because we have the best training. I mean, we do have the best training, but we also get hand-me-down weapons and equipment and shit that doesn't even work sometimes, but we still prevail. Why? Why do we always prevail? It's because of our mindset. That's why, okay? Now, it's that Marines don't die because death itself fears our resolve type of mindset, okay? It's that I can't be defeated even on my worst day because there is nothing in existence tougher than me type of mindset, right? It's that Marines don't go to hell because the damn devil is scared we're gonna take the fuck over. That type of mindset, okay? That type of motherfucking mindset. Do you understand what I'm saying to you right now? Do you understand that that kind of belief is what makes people like David Goggins so tough, right? It's mental. It always will be. It's a mental game. You can't beat someone who never gives up, and you can't make someone quit when they believe in what they're doing so strongly that the very energy around them bends to their will. Okay, when you develop that type of mentality in a group of people, and not just one person, but a group, shit, that is an unstoppable force, and that is what the Marine Corps is, okay? It's an unstoppable fighting force. It's the core beliefs in the Marine Corps. Okay, those core beliefs of honor, courage, and commitment that make Marines invincible. These principles, plus the constant drilling of the idea of Marines being unbeatable, unbreakable, invincible killing machines, that constant affirmation will change your mentality when you hear it enough, okay? That's why people love affirmation videos on YouTube so much. It makes you feel better, right? You're conditioning your thought processes by doing that, and it will affect your actions and perception of yourself and your reality. Marines completely attach themselves to an unshakable belief that it's core God and country above oneself, okay? We move as a unit, not as individuals. The commitment to that brotherhood gives you purpose and cause, okay? Not only something to fight for, but someone to fight for, a cause much greater than oneself. Now, it's the same as a warrior of God fighting a holy war for a holy cause, okay? It's gonna draw strength out of this warrior that he or she didn't even know existed and makes one seem superhuman at times, okay? Now, you gotta think back Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great almost took over the entire known world at the time, and he did it because he had a belief in himself. His mother actually told him that his father was a god. Okay, so he thought he was part God, so he thought he had special ability, and he almost took over the world because of it, guys. Now, to access this inside you, you have to commit to something greater than yourself, whether it be God, a person, a group, or an idea, okay? Now, that is where you draw strength to defeat truly crippling fear, when it's bigger than you. Your fear seems small and unimportant, making it easy to overcome. It's not just fear that you're going to defeat, but laziness and inaction as well, okay? So that commitment will give you drive greater than you've ever had, because now you're committed to something greater than just you, right? It's going to force you to become greater and align yourself with your cause, not just your goal. All right, goal and cause are not always the same, but both are essential to not only overcoming fear and obstacles, but focusing your energy in a given direction, okay? Now, faith, principles, values, greater cause, belonging, affirmations of strength and power, all this equals strong belief in oneself. When you lose one or more of those things, it wears down the strength of your conviction and mindset and can make your ability waver, all right? Let's list those again so you understand the individual requirements necessary to destroy fear, give you extreme mental strength and fortitude, and move forward with intention, okay? So we've got faith, principles, values, cause greater than oneself, belonging, and affirmations of strength and power, okay? A couple of these points that I'm talking about, guys, can be found in other cultures, not just our own military. So courage and duty in Confucianism, okay? Yang, which refers to courage in Confucianism, emphasizes moral courage, which involves doing the right thing despite personal fears. This principle encourages individuals to act in accordance with their values and duties, overcoming fear through ethical conduct, okay? Li speaks of rituals. Adhering to social and familial rituals provides a sense of stability and order, helping to mitigate fear through a structured life, okay? Does that sound familiar? I think it does too. Now, we had this in the Marine Corps, okay? Another thing that we have in the Marine Corps is martial arts discipline and training, okay? Now, martial arts such as Kung Fu, Karate, and Aikido emphasize discipline, mental focus, and rigorous training, right? These practices build confidence and resilience, enabling individuals to face and overcome fear, right? So it gives you mental fortitude. Martial arts training often includes meditation and breathing techniques to develop mental fortitude and control over fear. Now, resilience and adaptability. Okay, so Gaman, which is a Japanese philosophy, refers to endurance. This Japanese concept encourages enduring difficult situations with patience and dignity. Gaman helps individuals face fear with stoicism and perseverance. Now, the Marine Corps taught me all those things, but it also taught me to move with intention, not just confidence. Okay, when you move with intention, it builds momentum faster, much faster, in fact. And momentum can help you blow through an obstacle or fear with such power and speed that it makes the fear seem insignificant. Okay, now Marines never fear because that momentum is always present in us, and it's compounded by each Marine in the group, giving the whole more power. Okay, in World War I, Marines were given the nickname Teufelhunden, meaning devil dogs in German. It was given to us by German soldiers during the war. The term originated after the Battle of Belleau Wood in 1918, where the Marines displayed exceptional bravery and ferocity in combat. This reputation led to the Marines being called Teufelhunden by our German adversaries because we fought like hounds of hell, with such ferocity that even the mention of the Marines landing struck fear into the heart of the enemy. All right, that is a reputation that we happily continue to live up to today. Guys, you are capable of choosing to adopt this mindset, okay? The choice has to come with conviction. You have to be 100% sure that that is what you choose to believe, and nothing and no one can change that, okay? That will give drive to your actions, and you will begin to move with intent and focus. When you move with intention, it creates a feeling of empowerment, okay? The fear that is created by doubt is best extinguished with the action of taking the first step. And when you do, and you're moving in alignment with who you want to be, not who you are at the moment, but who you wish to be, then that's when your higher self recognizes your action. The action of movement creates that feeling of confidence, which gives you the feeling of being empowered, which will destroy fear and make you want to move forward. When this happens, you push, and when you push, it creates momentum, and all the energy toward your goal begins to compound, and suddenly you are an unstoppable force. None of this is possible by clinging to fear and not moving or taking any action. Okay, so action is the key. When you do align who you are with who you want to be, there's a moment of synchronization where the universe responds and doors begin to open that never did before. Okay, you're going to see with your own eyes that when you adopt these principles and let go of fear, you cannot be stopped. You will begin to move through life with such confidence that people will start to want to follow you. Not only do doors open, but life begins to happen for you, and energy will compound around you. I hope this part 2 is enlightening and educational. I was going to stop this series with 2 parts, but I feel that a part 3 is necessary. And in that part, I will be interviewing some people that have firsthand experience with overcoming fear. All right, I want you all to hear a few other perspectives on the matter. So with that being said, look out for part 3, and it will be up soon, like within a few days or maybe a week max. I want to make sure that you guys have content every single week and something to work on. Okay, so your homework is as follows, and yes, you have homework I'm giving you. All right, learn the principles we discussed in this episode and instill them into your life right now, today. That is your homework. You do that, and I promise your life gets better immediately, guys, immediately. So, okay, guys, look out for part 3, and I will see you then. And as always, remember, your mindset is everything. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Ronnie Douglas, and this is Mindset Performance Institute.